Yeah, baby, this your boy Sean Wildcat. We sitting here in the building, baby, and I just want to come to y'all because it is a terrible time in our country right now when it comes to the dating pool. I wish it wasn't. I really wish it wasn't. It's just crazy right now. I mean, you got so many people that have such a high opinion of themselves, and there's nothing wrong with self-esteem. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with confidence or anything like that. But I mean, you got times when you just need to just humble yourself, especially some of these hyaenodon, troglodyte, overweight, hippopotamus, bugaboo, booger wolves out here in the street thinking they're 10. Everybody's not a 10, folks. Actually, 10s and 9s are pretty rare. Most people are somewhere sitting between about a 4 and a 6. Matter of fact, I think myself, I'm not dressed up. I ain't shaved or nothing like that. Us guys don't do that. All we got to do is shave. All we got to do is just basically wash our face, shave, put some deodorant on, cologne, it's a nice fit. We walk out the house. I myself think I'm about around a good 6, 7. Bruh. I'm not sitting there and say I'm an 8, 9, or 10, just like some of these chicks out here. Everybody think they're a 10. You're not a 10. We're going to start off this video with a little, we just do some reactions on some videos. So we're gonna go with this first one right here. Let's go with it, baby.
Fellas, why you gotta be bothering women that y'all know y'all not ready for? You don't even have the mental capacity to have a conversation with this woman. Like, why you bothering her? Leave her alone. Leave her the fuck alone.
All right, so first of all, I had to say this. How you know that man doesn't have the mental capacity to deal with that woman? I don't get that. I don't get that. Like you haven't said anything to him yet. He hadn't said anything to you. But here you are already making judgments and whatnot about what he can do and what he can't do and what he can deal with and what he can't deal with. That don't make sense.
Emotional damage.
If you're not coming to add no peace, emotional, mental, financial stability to her life, you can't help her grow. You can't help her elevate. You can't help her do shit. But fuck around and find out. Like, why y'all want us to? Well, I ain't fucking around and finding out shit.
I'll say this though. It's good that she listed all those other attributes before she talked about money. Or it's girl code. When they say provision of financial stability, they talking about how much money you make. Now, what they fail to realize is that financial stability also has to deal with responsibility when it comes to paying down your debt. What's the debt income ratio of this man that you think that's got all this money? He may make 500 grand a year, but if he ain't spending it wisely and he's just sitting there doing what else with it, he may have a debt income ratio that's not leaning towards the good side, which is having more income than debt. But y'all don't be thinking about that. But anyway, I will say this, another thing about her. She's an attractive young lady. Now, I'm not going to put a rating on her, you know what I'm saying? But she's an attractive young lady. Cute is somewhere between 6. It's like a 5, 6, and 7 is considered cute.
Yeah, boy.
I don't think that's a real hair. It could be. I don't know. Maybe she just did a little hot press, whatever. She doesn't have the cumbrellas. Thank God. She don't have a lot of makeup on. Now, that might be her fresh face. And she don't have the raptor claws. So she's got that going for her. So that's a good.
Because I don't play. But stop trying to make women fuck around and find out. Leave us the fuck alone. I'm screaming from the mountain from the ocean side. Leave us alone. Why is y'all bothering us?
What? Now here's just what I don't get. This sounds like pre-2000 and I say pre-COVID speech when she said leave us alone, because now you have a lot of them talking about why they not approaching, why are they not interested in us. So what is it? Y'all need to pick a struggle. Is it leave you alone or is it please approach us?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
It just don't make no sense to me. But anyway, let's continue on, folks.
Why y'all be doing that? What do we do here? What do we even do? Leave us the fuck alone.
We are leaving you alone. That's why they got the passport, bro. I'm actually a blue book gentleman, so I travel when it comes to meeting young ladies that are submissive, that are cooperative, that are pleasant, that have a personality, sense of humor. Notice I ain't said nothing about no sex, none of that stuff. But I can go into, curvaceous, beautiful, natural hair,
yeah, boy.
All that stuff. We find those things in other countries. But let's go on and we're gonna actually go and look at some more things when it comes to dating. Now I have to be fair. So in being fair, I'm gonna have to have a perspective from the male, right? Now I have not seen this video. This is a blind reaction, but let's see what the heck he talking about. Let's go.
I'm married, but I got a lot of homies in the dating field and they keep telling me that it's effed up. And here's why I think it's effed up. I just think people are fed up, bro, and they want something real. They want something authentic. They realize that the flesh can only do so much, and it's time for the spirit to take over.
You darn right, but you don't hear women saying that, do you? You don't hear women saying that.
What more do you want from me?
You don't. This is a man talking about things that are not superficial. He's focused on relationships being meaningful. He's not focused on all this superficial stuff, going out to these expensive restaurants on the first date and you don't even know the person. You don't even know if you're gonna like. I don't get that. I don't understand why some women out here think that you got to take them to a 5-star restaurant on the first date. Just say you broke and you ain't been there and you want some good food. Just say that. We'll respect you more. In other words, you can.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
It just don't make no sense to me, but let's continue on, folks.
People got to work within themselves to be the best version of themselves. People can't keep falling for the flesh. People can't keep falling for temptation. People can't keep falling for sex. It's about having a deeper relationship and a deeper connection. And it's hard to find people who are also on that wavelength. But here's the good news. There's a lot of people working on themselves. I've been telling my homeboys, just work on yourself. Work on yourself.
Men, work on yourself. Work on yourself. Get that paper. Not only that, work on yourself spiritually. Get in the word. Read. Build your character. Character traits, integrity, honest, loyalty, ability to have drive and persistence and be assertive, be a leader, be able, and you got to also educate yourself and expand your knowledge base so that if you do find that right woman, you can guide her and lead her along, bringing herself up. Because what did that last lady say? She said, don't mess with us if you can't lead us and guide us into things and help expand us. So she has some good points. And he's basically just piggybacking on that by saying this is what men should do. They should work on themselves. And that will result in a man that can lead a woman.
Work on yourself, because there's a woman who's also working on herself, and eventually y'all will meet. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. You will find a wife.
Man, I'm so glad he said this. So I want to say y'all, I want to tell y'all something real quick. This channel, I'm not, if you see me bashing anybody like women or anything like that, understand that I am putting a spotlight on bad behavior. It's not that I'm bashing the whole black woman demographic in America. I am putting a spotlight on the modern mindset, feminist attitudes that have gripped some of the women in America, and it's a large majority of them. What? However, I will show both sides. I will be non-biased in things because I want y'all out there to find the person that you want and want to be with and need to be with, so that you can have a meaningful relationships. Because in the black community, our social dynamic has totally ruptured. We do not have nuclear families anymore. Now, there are more men out there, I think, in my opinion, that are looking for that because the women are divorcing us at a 70% rate. I myself am a divorcee.
Bruh.
And so with that being said, we want happy families. We want to build that. So how are we going to do that? Discussion and changing our mindset. Let's go.
Bro, but you can't force it. You know what I'm saying? You got to match it. You got to make sure that you are on the right wavelength and you're doing the right things in your life. So, but yeah, man, you know, I think the dating game is messed up because people who may be looking for a deeper connection are meeting with shallow people, and people who are shallow are meeting with deeper people. And so, you know, you just got to work on yourself right now. And I feel like people who are working on themselves, they're the ones that's going to win in the end.
That young gentleman has a good head on his shoulders. Thank God. All right, so we're going to go back into it. I found another file here that we're going to look at. I've not looked at this as a blind reaction to this as two. Let's go with
say they want a real man, but the second he leads, protects, or stands firm, suddenly he's controlling, aggressive, toxic. Little by little, she shuts him down, talks
Girl, you better preach.
over him, second guesses every decision he makes, mocks the way he thinks, and calls it help. But what she's really doing is slowly cutting off the very parts of him she fell in love with. The confidence, the grit, the drive to take care of his family.
So what you're saying is that she is sabotaging the relationship is what you're saying. I mean, that's what it seems like to me. It seems like she don't know what the hell she wants. She wanted this man, the hypothetical person that she's actually thinking is talking in general. So they want this man, and they've created this image in their head, you know, looking at Disney and all that stuff from them growing up. What? And then when they get the guy, to me, my opinion is that you get indoctrinated by this feminist movement. And the feminist movement, when it first started, I thought was very, very helpful. Women need rights. However, it turned into something demonic. It turned into more of control, like a Jezebel spirit, because Jezebel was the wife to Ahab and she wanted to control everything. But we're going to keep on pushing on. Let's go.
Family without needing to be micromanaged like a child.
Who out there hates to be micromanaged on their job? I know I do. I can't stand that shit. And most of the times that I've been on my job in my healthcare field that I practice in, I've known more than my managers, probably 8 times out of 10. So no, nobody likes to be micromanaged. We're not children. Women, listen to me. Women, listen to me. Listen to me.
Do me a favor, please.
You need to listen. We do not like to be talked to like children. Unless they're simple or beta, they'll let you do that. But us real men out here that want to lead and guide you and take care of you and protect you, make sure you don't have to go pump your own gas, and want to take care of the kids, put the kids to bed at night, reading to them, teaching them the Lord's Prayer like I did in my marriage. We don't want to be micromanaged and treated like a kid. Moving on.
Then one day, she's crying that he doesn't open up anymore, doesn't lead, doesn't act like a man anymore. Baby, you didn't marry a soft man. You just wore him down until he gave up.
This hits the damn point, man. This happened in my marriage. I wasn't no beta. I wasn't no simp. Never been a beta or simp, man. And sat there in that marriage, man, trying to make sure I kept it together. And I opened myself up and she started to like tear me down. And so that made me really close off myself and not be more expressive and not try harder and not wanting to go and date and all that stuff, man. See, women, y'all don't think about that, though. It's always me, I. What I want. Gotta be happy. In other words, women are out there destroying their marriages for their happiness. Men are out there destroying their happiness for their marriage. Think about
In this house, my man's strength is not a threat. It's a gift. I honor what makes him a man.
That girl that preach, boy. That girl that preach. I heard somebody say lately, they said their grandma told them, give the man the big chair in the house and you'll own the house. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Give the man the big chair in the house and you'll own the house. In other words, we men have ego. You stroke our ego. You make us feel good. You cater to our needs. Men have an innate upbringing or innate need to provide and protect and take care of the people that they love. But hey, y'all want to go through it the hard way. Y'all keep doing that. I don't care. All right, so I would not be Wildcat. This would not be What the Business Is channel if I did not share some advice. So we're going to kick it off like this, folks. Back to what I was saying. So I would not be doing my proper job if I did not share some info. All right, so here we go. Alpha male masculinity. Are you dating a toxic woman? She might be ruining your peace without you even realizing. Swipe left to uncover 6 red flags. We're going to go over the 6 red flags of these toxic chicks, okay? Number 1, she disrespects your boundaries. She pushes limits, tests your patience, and ignores your standards. If she won't respect your boundaries, she won't respect you. A woman who truly values you will honor your limits and not challenge them. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I have some interaction with someone that respects my boundaries so much so that I have to tell her to stop apologizing so much. And I started to say, I'm not gonna do that no more. Don't try to change somebody. If they're respectful, they respect your boundaries. Don't try to say you gotta lay off with it a little bit. I gotta stop doing that. Guys, you meet a woman that respects your boundaries. Now you can't have her respect yours and you don't respect hers now. Let's get it. Let's be fair now. Okay? But she has to respect your boundaries. In other words, here's an example. Let's say that when you first get home from work, even though she may not even live with you, she may not be nowhere near you. You like to take a good 20 to 30 minutes to kind of de-escalate your stress levels and kind of deacclimate from the day. And every time you're in this realm of your day, of your routine, she decides that she wants to call you all the goddamn time. Like, Shawty, I'm trying to decompress from my day. I mean, come on.
What more do you want from me?
I had a lot of stress at my job, and every time that I come home and try to decompress, you over here trying to goddamn ruin it. Please stop doing that. But anyway, all right, so we got number 2 here. She thrives on drama. Oh my God. I can't tell you how thankful I am that I've not had a lot of dramatic encounters with women over my short life, even though I'm 49 years old. So she constantly stirs up conflict, picks fights, and creates chaos, even in peaceful situations. Toxic women need drama like plants need sunlight. Oh my God. That ain't hit the thing. Look here. I used to date this Dominican chick from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And it was like every 2 weeks she would start some shit. What? And I think it was because she was testing me, and I didn't put up with it for too long. I put up with it for a good month and a half, and I just let the bitch go. I had no time for that bullshit, because you're not gonna sit here and be one begging me for money, Miss Independent, Miss I take care of myself, and I've always take care of myself. But why is it your ass don't have enough money in hot ass Dominican Republic for air conditioning? You moved out your mama's house too fucking soon without enough money for an air conditioning and a fucking washing machine. You know what? I'm not finna go there. It says without conflict, she feels irrelevant. Peace threatens her control. Ooh, shit. I wish I could go into what happened with my ex and my marriage, boy, because I'm telling you. When I made some decisions that was better for our family, she started shit because she wanted more control. She felt it being snatched away from her. But we're not finna go there anyway. Here we go, number 3. She manipulates to get her way. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, man. My little girl, man, she's only about 5 years old. And when she was 4, she wanted something that I was not gonna give her at the time. So she starts fake crying. And it's the first time that I realized that y'all women come out the womb learning how to manipulate. That's crazy to me. Y'all come out the womb knowing how to manipulate. And it's crazy. She ended up stopped crying. Tears wasn't even running down her face. She had no tears. When I gave her what I gave her, she stopped all the whining and stuff. I said, from here on out, I know exactly how to deal with you. And guys, I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be like that sometime with some women. You realize that they are manipulating, you're gonna treat them like a child. It says whether it's guilt tripping, one of the parts of the sign language, the acronym sign language, shame, insult, guilt, need to be right. See what it says? Whether it's guilt tripping, playing the victim, or emotional blackmail, she will do whatever it takes to control the narrative and you. Her goal isn't to connect, it's to dominate. That's a narcissistic tendency. And she'll distort your perception to make it happen. That is crazy to me. We're gonna go ahead and resume with number 4. She avoids accountability. Oh my God, come on, man. That's a lot of women out here nowadays. They avoid accountability. This is so broad because there's so many of them that's just messing up with this subject of accountability. She never owns up to her mistake and always blames others, especially you. Taking responsibility is not in her vocabulary. Her lack of accountability leaves you carrying the relationship alone. I'm telling you, I just realized the other day that I have to stop caring so much. I'm serious. I had to stop caring so much about my ex-wife. We had a situation in which I called her out on something that I did not like. Her response was, well, what have you done about this? What the fuck? Straight deflected off the rip. Could not even look to see what if the kid lived with you more than lived with me, and I asked you, why is this kid don't know this? What's crazy is the next time I saw my child, which was only about a week later, she knew exactly what the hell she didn't know before. But guess who didn't teach her? It wasn't my ex. The nanny taught her. What? Yes, folks, yes. I'm paying for a freaking nanny. It's crazy. But yeah, they don't take responsibility. Not in the vocabulary. You might as well forget that shit. All right, let's go to number 5. Number 5. Let's go. Number 5, she disrespects your time and effort. She's consistently late, cancels plans last minute, or takes your effort for granted. Now, I will say this. You have some nice women out there that are just a little bit wishy-washy. You have to be very discerning with them because it's all in how they react. If you call them on them being wishy-washy and not being on time, and they say, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry, baby, da-da-da-da-da, they're taking accountability. So you might be able to look over the wishy-washiness and just have to be patient. Because I'm going to tell you, being an international person, and I've gone international to different places, you have to realize that Colombian women are very very wishy-washy. Them jokers don't be on time for shit. It's ridiculous. It really is. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. They see your time as disposable, not valuable. You always got to wait on them. They ain't never apologize once they do get in your presence for making you wait for however long you had to wait. And I suggest, guys, what you should do is if you plan something great and she ain't there within 15 minutes, cut that shit off. Go home. Let her come there by her damn self and be like, where the hell you at? And block her ass. Fuck that shit. When your time isn't respected and neither is your worth. Exactly right. Well, folks, it looks like we saved the best for last. Number 6. She keeps other men in her orbit. She craves a constant attention and validation from other men, even while being with you. Now, you have to adapt this to the social media realm. Her social media page. I have basically just made a rule for myself. If a woman has a significant number of social media followers, I'm not even finna fuck with her. She got like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 15,000. I'll say this. If she's got less than 10,000, it depends on how she acts. All this stuff, you can't sit there and pigeonhole a woman in each one of these categories. You got to take each one in regard. What I mean by that is this. You meet a nice lady that's got raptor claws, umbrellas, frontal. She may have tattoos all over the place, and she might have a BBL. Now, she only got 2 of them things. You might be all right. But if she got 5 of them motherfuckers, you might need to leave her ass alone. But you see what it says? It says if she's still seeking others' approval, she's not truly committed to you. So real quick, Flo, I want y'all to see this. This is a video I came across, man, that just some of it is very exasperated, but you have to understand there's a lot of women just like this woman that you're about to see on this video. Now, if you take a look at her right now, let me make her a little bigger. If you take a look at her right now, she's a very attractive young lady, not ratchet or anything like that because you're not seeing her up close, but she does have her eyelashes on. She does have some fake hair that's in braids, and she's, kind of like, I'm a PhD, the ones that make a lot of money and want to hold it over guys' head that they make so much money. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let this play. And this describes a lot of women out there in the dating pool, folks. This is how the dating climate is in the West. Let's go.
Keisha walked the busy downtown streets, headed home after her business meeting. She ignored the hungry looks from the men as she passed. She knew she was the shit. Little did they know, her dress was from Shein, her cumbrellas from the Dollar Tree, and her heels were from Payless. She didn't care as her fake beauty supply hair trained down her body. She knew her worth. Now to get home to her 3 kids by 2 Pookies, you slay girl.
Hey, folks, she ain't no 3x2. That's how it is out there, man. These jokers is... Well, folks, that's just how it is in this dating realm that we have nowadays. But you know what? Until next time, this your boy, Sean Wildcat. Hey.
Attract